Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am here today with the flip through of the Kite journal that was a custom order, and I just wanted to show that to you today. So it is 5 signatures, forgot to count the pages, but there's a lot. It has about approximately a 2 1/4 inch spine. It is a hidden spine. I used a vintage Curious George Flies a Kite book, and I just added a couple little fabric flowers and some bling in the middle there. A little lace here. For lack of a better word, because I don't know what it's called, I'm calling this an inside out spine. Someone can correct me because there's probably an actual name for it. I came up with it on my own accidentally, but again, somebody has probably already done it. So I apologize. Well, I can't apologize because I've not seen it. But if there is a name for it, please let me know. But everything is attached on the inside so as not to cover up the outside of the book, because as you can see, if I would have done a traditional, fabric spine here, it would have covered up a lot of the graphics on the front of the cover, and I didn't want to do that. So yeah, if anyone knows what that's called, let me know. If I'm like the first one to do it, that would be really awesome, but I highly doubt it. So anyway, all right, back to the book. It has a tassel that is removable. And here, I'll show you this fabric again, because it was probably hidden by the tassel a bit. I just loved this. I just thought it went really well. It reminded me of a kite pattern. I don't know why. This whole journal is kind of my my interpretation, or what I feel or what I think of when I hear the word kite. So, it might be different than someone else's interpretation, but it's what came to me. So all the colors, all the patterns, all the little, bits and pieces were just kind of what came to me when I thought of kite. So let me push the book to the side here a bit. Oops. And show you the tassel. I have it on a little lobster claw that has a heart on it, and then just the ring. And it is full of lace and eyelash trim and some fluffy yarn and this cute little heart trim that I got from my lovely friend Pat. Hi Pat. There is, let's see, there are some glass beads in here. You can see those. I put a little, couple of these little metal pieces on here. What else do we have? I know there's other stuff in here. There's a couple of little charms. This one is just a heart. It says love. And then there's another little heart over here that I just love. Come on. There he is. So that is the tassel. So we'll sit that to the side. All right. Let me check that I'm in frame here now that I've moved it. Yeah, I think we're okay. All right, so I just used some ribbon for the closure here, and it is hidden underneath the inside. It goes all the way across, as you can see. And I used a little piece of silk here to make a double pocket. So there's a card in the front, and then there's a piece of cardstock and then a card in the back. And this came from the copy of Better Homes and Gardens storybook from 1950 that I have. Little poem about a kite. And then this was from, I believe, an encyclopedia from the 60s. This little boy flying his kite. And then I did use a lot of the pages from the Curious George book throughout. And then I also had some pages, or some pages from a reading, like language arts book, school book. And you'll see in a minute what I found in there. But on the first page here we have a little bead dangle. We've got some crochet lace on the fronts of all the signatures. And then I just printed this out onto music paper, and I will put all the links to the digital pictures that I purchased on Etsy down in the description box. And then I printed this little kite onto some vellum and put it in the slide mount as a little tab. And then here's a page from the book. Very cute. Lots of tea-dyed paper, little Rolodex flip here, and I used one of my edge punches. Little kite on this page, and then I had, these are Project Life cards, and I just thought, well, it's a diamond, so it looks like a kite, so I used those throughout that particular card to make pockets. And then this is also a Project Life card. I thought just, again, reminded me of kites. And then this is from a dictionary. And then I used some paint chips that I had to make tags. Added a little ribbon there. And then the little hole reinforcers were white, and I just inked them up with, I think it's Tattered Rose. I'm sorry, Tattered Rose Distress Ink. I thought those turned out really cute. A really nice pastel pink. And here's another page from the book. And then the language arts textbook had Frog and Toad. The Frog and Toad story about the kite. So I thought that was perfect. So I added that in here. And then here's just a little fabric flip with the same fabric from the spine and that silk from the inside. I just added a little pin and some beads on there. Another Project Life card. And I used my corner punch here. Made paper clips out of these cute little kite shapes that I bought on Etsy, the download, so that'll be below if you're interested in those. Made a little doily tuck here, and I made some tags out of the Curious George pages as well. I just love those, and I backed those with some very yellow sticker paper that I had laying around in my stash. And a vintage image of kites, and it's just on ivory cardstock. Got some sewing here on the edge. More Frog and Toad. This was a Starbucks coffee sleeve, and I just had these tags in my stash. I just backed them with some tea-dyed paper and added some eyelash trim there. And then this was just something I had in my stash and just backed it, made a little journaling card. And then this little tuck opens up, and you can write some things inside there. Let's see if I can do this. All right. And then I was so proud of these. I got this idea from Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah. She she laminated some of her die cuts, and I saw her do that, and I had to try it for this journal in particular because I thought it'd be really cute with the kites. So I laminated the kite and the ribbon, and then I sewed it onto actually some packaging that I had that I just thought kind of went. And then there's a Project Life card inside there. And then there's also a little card tucked in the side. I have a little envelope flip here, and inside is just some tea-dyed notebook paper to write on. I'll put that back later. All right, the second signature. Again, some crochet trim, and printed that on the music paper, and another slide mount. Got a little flip here. And then this is the same as the other one, and a little tag. And then I thought this image was so cute. His brother's flying away, and he's trying to grab onto his, I guess that's his, like he had a hanky in his pocket. I have no idea. I just looked at that and realized I have no idea what he's pulling on. But, and then that's just this little image in there. More Frog and Toad. Another fabric flip. And then another paint chip card or tag. This book came out of a book on how to make like flying things, so paper airplanes and things and kites that I found. It's from the 80s, I believe. We have another paper clip there. Another Project Life card. Another Project Life card. And I just took that and cut it down and made it into a tuck spot. And then I made this pocket and tag out of some of the book pages in Curious Storage. Added some rickrack on there. Another coffee sleeve, another tag here. Project Life, doily tuck. A little tag in here. And then another one of these laminated tuck spots. And this was a neat little illustration I found. I'm guessing they're making electricity out of the kite. So that was kind of cute. If I can, there we go. And then this cute little illustration from I think it was from a children's book. All right, and here's the third signature. We have that Frog and Toad picture. Another little bead dangle here, or crystal dangle. And then that image onto the music paper. Another slide mount. And then I just put one of the kites onto this Project Life card and added another paint chip tag. And then this again opens up like all the others. Another fabric flip. I just loved this with the rainbow eyelash trim. I thought that just looked really pretty. I hope everyone is doing well today. It is very rainy here, which makes me very tired. But yeah, I hope everybody's having a good day, a good Monday. There's another paper clip, little image of a kite. This little boy eating his sandwich. And his dog looks like he wants to eat his sandwich too. He's flying his kite. Curious George. Another envelope flip, and that has the same notebook paper inside. Kite illustration there. And then this is just some of the some silk on the coffee sleeve and some lace. And then another one of these. I love, this was some Bow Bunny packaging, and I loved how it had the scalloped edge. I don't know if you can see that or not. But it was really kind of messy in the middle. Like there were some marks from, I think it had brads in it. So there were like, you know, indentation marks and metal marks and stuff. So I just used some lace and ribbon and rickrack and just covered that up. And I thought it turned out really cute. And then we just have that image again. Little girl running on the beach with her kite. And kite here. All right. To the fourth, we have a Robert Louis Stevenson poem and Carl Sandburg, but this one actually talks about kites. Their slide mount. And then this tag in here. And another dictionary page. And then I just cut that out, and I thought it was really cute. Just sitting there together, flying the kite. And then this here, I made, this was from a different book, but it's the same poem, but I just turned it into a little reverse notebook. Some paper in there, and I'll tie that up later. And then this page, I just love. It's all about, you know, autumn things, but there's kite, and there's a flying kite back here in the background. I just love that. Another Project Life card. Curious George with his bunny. Some more of that rainbow eyelash trim. And then this was a picture of kites on the beach. Another corner flip up here. Another one of these. And paint chip. And I just love the background. This is all packaging behind these. And I mean, there's some really neat packaging out there. So I try to use that whenever I can. And then I can do this cute image like that. And then another coffee sleeve. And then this came from a really old book. It might have actually been an encyclopedia. I can't remember right off the top of my head. I apologize. But I just folded it over and glued it and turned it into a little tag. But I thought that was cute. And then the last signature, this came from that different language arts book, but there was a kite in it, and it was just very glossy and very bright. So I put some gesso over top of that and then just added a little bit of paper here with a border punch or a edge punch, and then the kite, and then you have the last bead dangle here. This came from, it's talking about a kite flying festival in China, but I have a book of like information. It has all kinds of stuff in it, but I just happened to find some kite information, and I think it's from the 40s, if I'm remembering correctly. Another Project Life card tucked back there. And we have that illustration card. Another envelope flip. I just love Curious George. Another little rainbowy tag there with the rainbow trim. And this picture, they're not having such good success flying their kite. All right, and then at the end here, I just had a page from Dr. Seuss's ABCs. Where it talks about a kite. So that's the end of that. I just wanted to share that with you today, and that will be going to its new home hopefully sometime later this week. And yeah, so I hope you like that. And then tomorrow I will be starting a video series that I'm pretty excited about. It'll be like a craft with me kind of series. I'm going to try and use up my scraps, and it's gotten really out of hand. I spent a lot of yesterday organizing my scraps because they had gotten so out of hand, so that I would be able to actually make some videos using them. But I will be making, hopefully we'll be making a whole journal out of just things that were in my scrap bins. And I said bins with an S because it's more than one. So I hope we can create that together, or you can just watch along. And then when the series is over and the journal is finished, that will be the item that I will give away for my 100 subscriber giveaway. So I'm really excited about that. I will start that tomorrow because I need to finish organizing all of my scraps, and I need to kind of get a plan of where we're going to start. So yeah, just stay tuned for that. Make sure you like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to get notifications so you can follow along with the new series, just hit the bell next to the subscribe button, and you'll be able to see what I'm doing. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you tomorrow.